So the table leads to a marble puzzle, and it's different on junior mode and senior mode. You get a different puzzle depending on which mode you've decided to play at the beginning of the game. And apparently to play the game you need to move the marbles and that little block around. Let's see, I'll move it there. Okay, move it to the right. And see, now I can pass over to the right hand side of the board, but there's still a laser blocking my way to get to the end. If I move, let's see if I move the marble. Okay, finally figured out how you're supposed to beat the puzzle. Jesus, this takes forever. Okay, so what you do is you move the block here, then you move the marble up. Then you move the block to the right, so it's to the right of the marble. Then you move the marble right, so they're both blocking the wires, or lasers. Then move that marble up, and move the other marble to its left, so they're both blocking the laser. Then you need to move this little block into place, so it's blocking that third laser down in the lower right corner. You'll see how I do it here. Kinda tough, but once you figure it out, the puzzle is solved. Yay! And now for senior mode. The puzzle in senior mode we have 4 lasers, but the idea is exactly the same. You want to move the marbles to block the lasers completely. So first I gotta move the little block out of the way so I can move this marble. Watch. Move it left, move it up, move it right, and that's laser number 1 completely blocked. Okay, now I'm moving the block right so I can move this marble up, right, and up, and that laser's completely blocked. Now I want to move the block there so I can do the exact same trick. Okay, and now I need to move the block out of the way, then move this marble to the left and up to block that laser. And just like in junior mode, same thing, move this little block all the way to the final laser to block it, and solve the puzzle. It's kind of tough to figure out, but once you figure out the trick is to block all the lasers, it's really not too complicated. And when you solve the puzzle on either mode, you get an eyeball. Kind of creepy. Let's explore the rest of the house. Okay. Okay, we can go upstairs into Henry's room. It's really empty, nothing to do except open his desk, which has nothing in it besides another eyeball. You think you'd have like clothes or something somewhere, but apparently not. He never changes his clothes. Okay. Oh, this door's locked. That's Renee's room. I bet she's hiding something in there. Bet she's the evil bad guy and she's hiding secrets.
That's the front door, but I'm not leaving until I figure out what Mr. Skeleton Man was up to.
Oh, of course we can't leave the front door. Yeah, Nancy. Okay, here's the clock, which is clearly another puzzle. And let's head outside. Yeah, oh wait, let's talk to Henry first. Maybe he can shed some light on a couple of the things we've seen.
Yes?
Is your great-uncle's estate worth very much?
I have no idea, nor will I until I get all his affairs settled. He was a dentist for most of his life, so he must have had some money squirreled away. As you can tell, he was darn good at squirreling away junk.
Oh, that explains
He never got
the,
married?
tooth box.
No way. I can't imagine anyone putting up with him for a day, let alone for a lifetime.
Why is there a model of a cemetery in the other room?
Because Great Uncle Bruno used to oversee the cemetery next door. Made that scale model so he could keep track of where everything, or should I say everyone, was. Crafted all those miniature crypts himself. And people think I'm weird.
Well, you are weird.
Why is there an empty frame in the gallery in the other room?
Apparently someone stole the canvas. Renee says it disappeared sometime after Bruno died.
What was it a painting of, do you know?
It was of my parents. I think it was painted in the garden out back. Renee doesn't like me. Wouldn't surprise me if she took it out of spite.
Do you know what this is? I found it in the other room.
Looks to me like some kind of tracing.
I was thinking that maybe my skeleton man left it behind.
Well, I sure don't know anything about it. Anything else?
Yeah.
I found this scrap of paper in the fireplace. Do you know anything about it?
No. You always go digging around in people's fireplaces?
Just looking for something that might tell me who that skeleton man was.
Anything else?
I'm going to keep looking around.
Awesome.
That Henry guy's kind of suspicious, if you ask me. Okay, here's a garden, and there's a shovel. We can't take it yet. We'll get it later in the game, and now let's talk to Renee.
Welcome to my little lantern-lit corner of the world.
I have an accent.
Looks
Sorry.
like you like to grow things.
I do indeed. Herbs mostly. And because I'm in constant need of 'em, I grow 'em in pots.
There's nothing quite like cooking with fresh herbs, that's for sure.
I don't use these herbs for cooking, darling. Did you and Henry have a nice chat?
Okay. Sure.
We talked.
Henry's a very morose, very negative young man. Very cunning, too. In fact, I'm fairly certain that he's been selling off Dr. Bolay's belongings on the sly.
Dun dun
What kind of
dun.
belongings?
Just little things, odds and ends really. But the lawyers made it very clear that no assets were to be liquidated until all of Dr. Bolay's affairs are settled. According to Dr. Bolay's will, Henry is to get 30% of the estate. Dr. Bolay's physician, Gilbert Buford, gets 30%. Our Lady of Route 57 School of Dentistry and Cosmetology gets 30%. And I am to receive 10%.
Our Lady
What
of
was
Route
in that concoction
57.
you wanted me to drink after I got knocked out?
Never you mind. It was just a little remedy I brewed up on the spot to help you feel better.
Have you ever seen this before? I found it by that scale model of the cemetery that's inside the house.
It's a mystery to me. I suggest you ask Henry. He leaves things lying around all the time.
We already did.
I guess it figures I won't notice amid all the other clutter. But I do. I notice everything. How
Okay,
else may I be of service to you?
What can you tell me about the painting that's missing from the frame in the gallery?
Very little, I'm afraid. I didn't notice the picture was gone until after the reception following Dr. Bolay's funeral. I cannot even tell you what it was a picture of.
If you don't like Henry that much, how come you're still here?
Yeah.
I'm here because Dr. Bolay paid me in advance, and I always fulfill my obligations.
If you don't mind my asking, what's in that little pouch you wear around your neck?
Things. Secret things. Things that give me special talents when special times demand them. People usually laugh when I say this, but this pouch is my connection to the energy that powers the universe.
Oh,
Oh.
Well, at least you didn't laugh.
I'll leave you to your potting.
One more
Yes.
thing.
What?
I, too, have seen the skeleton man. After Dr. Bolay passed, that night, I saw him in the hallway. He was there, then he was gone.
Ooh.
So you best be careful, Nancy Drew, because if it was Mr. Death, and I truly think it was, he's come back.
Okay. She's crazy.